Yo, what is going on? We're back for the episode 3, guys. A little bit of stuff. I didn't do too much, but I was catching a flow, and I was like, you know what? I might want to record some of this because I'm kind of doing some cool stuff here. So leaving off episode 2, just launching the next JS on Vercel, and then getting the backend database up and running. Didn't get cores figured out quite yet, but what I did do is I'm kind of treating this next backend as a proper backend service. And one of the features I wanted to build was like in Nest, the backend API dealio, you can generate a resource very quickly, and it generates all these things: your controller, your service, your module, your test scripts, your entity, your DTO file, which is your validations, very quickly. So I was working on a script, of course, using Chat GPT, but I was working on a script that would help me generate these things, so I wouldn't have to like build the folder structure out every time. So here's a little bit how it works. I'm kind of still going through it, but I figured I'd record it. So if I want to generate a new resource, so let's say I have users as a data structure that I want to add to my Dealio. This is how I would do it: npm run generate users, and then within my folder structure now, I can go to my source, my modules, and then I'd have a users folder with an API, components, my DTO, my models, services, all these things. So that way I can quickly on the fly, not on the fly, I shouldn't say, I shouldn't have to generate too many resources, if you will. But if I'm like, oh, okay, there's boats, and then you know what, maybe this software actually needs houses, or reviews was actually a data structure that it would actually need, but I could say npm run generate, yeah, like reviews or boats again. What's the other one? I think that's roughly all I would need, right? But at least for our MVP, but it lets me just spin up all the resource baseline stuff consistently, and I thought it would just be easier than having to type it all out all the time. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know if I need all these folders because, like models, for instance, I don't need this. Let's see. Because, and the reason is because right now we're using Prisma. So Prisma kind of spends all that up. So let's see. Models, I don't need. So let's go ahead and get rid of anything that makes models. So I think if I delete here, yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. So let's try it one more time. Let me delete boats real quick. And let me npm run generate boats as a resource, and it speds it up. Got my API route. I've got my components. Looks like I'm having some issues with Zod. Let's figure that out in a moment. I think this is just, we don't want to use any type for, yeah, okay, but that's fine for now. And then tests, I'll need to get Jest involved. But this way I'm spinning up structures all the same, and it is kind of a modular architecture. Yeah, guys, because it's what we want to do. It's what we want to do, is build pretty cool stuff, right? What is going on? Why am I having issues? But I just wanted to document that because I think that's a really good approach on backend stuff. I've updated the cluster since the one that I doxed myself on. But yeah, so yeah, just trucking right along. But I figured I would kind of get that going, and let's make sure this is all still working. I'm not sure if it is or isn't. So we've got 5 pieces of data in our database. Let's see, 404 API hello is not there anymore. Oh, that's right, I've deleted it. So Okay, so, and then I forget how I'm going to have to spin up the APIs, but basically all the heavy lifting will be in each module. And then the rest of the Next.js structure is just going to be, just go to easy peasy stuff. So I think that's going to be the easiest, most straightforward way. Oh, what is all this? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. What is all this generated hoopla? I don't know if I need this. Delete. All right, let's see. Say test just as a test deal. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this way it's just everything's all working as anticipated, right? So if I need to generate a boat entity, I'll do it in Prisma and then everything will point to Prisma instead of the boat model here. That's the only difference I could see from Next.js and how I'm spinning this up now. And then I suppose the other thing I need to do is figure out why I'm getting some issues here. Yeah, guys, but I really, 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 really want it to be a proper. Let's see what's going on. A proper backend system, right? Like I definitely want it to be lightweight, where it's definitely my like territory of Next.js, and I'm good at that stuff. But I don't want it to be, um, you know, like rink-a-dink, and I don't want it to be half baked. That's what I do not want. So let's see if that worked. Just globals. Which I think this is a good start, because this is like the boring backend software stuff that no one wants to do, no one wants to talk about, but this is the cool stuff in my opinion, where it's like building in a way that is hopefully robust and thought through. Okay, and I need to change boat service, this describe. Test describe, that's what I need to put in here. Test describe. Let's see, import. That is so cool. From resource name, it imports everything I need. And then I'm also going to need to import test and describe. Yeah. Okay. So that way when I run generate, I'll say new like resource name, right? So maybe I need a resource that handles reputation, for instance. That would actually be a great example. So reputation of like a boat owner or a person, I can go to the module. It's all spun up. Fuck yeah. That's so gangster. And what else did I need here? Function expect, throw a new error. Why would I? Yeah, shouldn't expect come from jest. Should not come from me. That should not come from a function. Okay, let's see. I've installed this many times and it's still not working. So npm install jest. I think I just need to npm install jest, right? Yeah. Boom. But I'm really excited because I want to treat this repository like a really special backend, I don't want it to be anything other than that. Okay, so why is this not working with Jest? How do we use Jest? Come on, baby, come on. Code coverage. Daemon install Jest, that's all we want. Const requires some. What does it expect? Oh, maybe it just needs this. Do I need to pull in and expect? Where do I pull that in? Is it just import? Guys, I've gone so much of my software career without taking testing very serious, which I know is not good. I know is not good, but in the previous API, I actually wrote like 300 tests, like a very robust amount. Because we are dealing with people's money when it comes to this captain share application, so it's really, 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 really important to have a ton of tests. Expect Jest. Here we go. This is what we need. Import. Expect from Jest globals. Ooh. Okay. Looks like I'll need to give this a go. Let's see. No. Module for the Babel config. I don't even know if I've got a Babel config in here. I do not. Okay. Say babel.com. Golly, y'all. Golly. And the other thing, I need to make sure that this testing suite can actually run tests for these resources. Because I need the baseline of it to obviously work so that we can. But I love it. I love that it creates the DTOs, the service, the components. And I'm not going to have controllers. I'm going to keep the controller kind of separate. Basically, this module will act as the service, and the app API route will act as the controller. So I'll just have the API route spin to which part, and then yeah. So maybe I can ask ChatGPT to be so sweet. Can you include a API route in the app directory? I think we should use that as the controller. What do you think? Boom. Yeah, because the idea is the idea is obviously build something proper. So I've got a great friend that might be popping on board. He's a staff backend engineer. He's really, really, really talented. And he may not too. You know, he's obviously a highly regarded engineer. But the point is I want to be able to deliver, you know, backend to someone like that caliber where they're like, okay, cool. Saying no, hokey poke. situation kind of deal. I really don't like building stuff by halves, So, okay, let's see. Let's see if this works great now. Okay, so let me delete this API route. This is cool. I'm kind of like building a backend for, you know what I mean? I'm kind of like building the infrastructure for a backend and then actually using it too at the same time. It's really, really interesting. Okay, so now if I say npm run generate, we'll say boats, should make a module for it and then an API. Fuck yeah, baby. Let's go, baby. That's so gangster. That is so fucking gangster. It's so great. Like, I do not fit the mold of a talented software engineer, but I love it. You know what I mean? I love it. People see with the low fade and the hickeys and they're like, this guy must be stupid. Maybe I am, but just maybe I'm not. Okay, let's see. So it's going to import the resource name from the resource. Oh, I don't have my at configured. That's not good. Okay, that's not a problem. I'll just go to here and put this as this. And I think now we've roughly got most things working here. So if we try once more, npm run generate test resource, boom. Let's see. So it should generate an API route, which it does. Gangster. It's connected to the right place. Should generate a module. So I got my components over there. Anything that's just specific to those kind of very specific things. This might actually work better than I'm thinking for Next.js because this is front end stuff too. So I could just have components dedicated to resources. So yeah, like a profile card would be like part of the profile resource. But it's front end stuff can be kind of weird. It's not as like backend, it's very easy to be modular. Same with the front end, but you do it in a different way. You don't do your modularity based on your data. You do your modularity based on like visual items sometimes. So like a card would just be a card, but I don't know. Maybe there's an opportunity here to learn a different approach where all resources and components can just exist within like their own resource. I don't know. That'd be really fucking cool. That should be really, really cool. But I don't really think I'm going to do a lot of front end work here because I've already got a native code base as well. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work, folks. Okay, but what I do know is the tests are not working. It appears the services work as well. It's just we just need to make a small change on this to, because this data will always change as well. So I don't mind doing that change in the type there. Okay, but the tests do need to work. That's the only thing that's cramping the style right now, folks. Okay. So npm run generate, we'll say again, like, yeah, reviews or profiles, whatever a good resource would be. And we've got Profiles, profile card component, beautiful. Services, beautiful. And then tests, the only thing that's fucking up right now. The route, oh, hold on. Oh, because it returns never now. No, that's fine. It's really not the end of the deal. It just kind of scaffolds out what we need initially. I just need the test suite working. Can I do unknown? Would that work? That would work. Cool. Okay, that fixes that problem. I'll generate test resource again. Let's try. And API. Cool. Looks like it is working the API. The module works. Fuck. No, it doesn't. It's so annoying. But the tests work. Okay, so wait, I'm so confused right now. How did the what? What? Folks, what? Let's try it one more. And it's fine if I've got to do some things. I'm not like we're not building a full backend system here. Okay, the tests work now. What? I'm so confused. It doesn't work as a component, dude. Like, oh, and there we go. Gotcha. Well, all right. Well, that I guess works. All right. Well, we just built like some backend features, which is for like a proper backend system. That's kind of fucking cool. Yeah, it's actually really cool. Oh, and there we go. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. That is so sick, though. It just like literally spins up all the resource things that we need. That is so gangster. That is so sick, y'all. That is so sick. I was so pumped on that. We try spinning up another resource. See, and this is how my brain works. So like, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it's just different. And I think it's actually great, but I do get mad when I used to work for companies, right? And they would be like, Ryan, you're stupid. And I'm like, I don't think so, bub. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Beautiful. That works great. And we got a module. And that works perfect. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Well, I think that'll roughly do. I could probably wrap it up here because I guess the only debuggy things I got right now over my head are what was the thing from last episode? Cores, and then now it looks like jest. Cores and jest. But as far as everything else goes, it's looking like we're going to be building a pretty awesome backend system, y'all. I can't believe we just like built like a fucking like an actual backend like infrastructure for like that could be like a framework for like Next. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next episode.